everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial from the Mortal Realms. Yes, we are back once more, this time heading to Shyish, and we have the all-new Ossiarch Bonereapers Liege-Mortek here. I really like this guy. I think he's very, very, very cool. He's very arrogant and proud and martial. Which is great. So, a massive thank you goes out to Games Workshop who sent me this guy early to build up and paint with all of you, and that is exactly what we are going to do today. So, we're going to jump in and start doing exactly that. Now, he's been primed in Grey Seer, and the colour we're going to be using first is a roughly 2 parts Shyish Purple to 1 part Lahmian Medium mix. And we're going to be doing a coat of this over the top of his cloak, both inside and out. Just whilst we wait for that to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Leviadon Blue, and we're going to apply this over top of all of his armour. So with that now done, what we're going to do is take some Berserker Bloodshade. I'm going to use this over the top of the outside of the cloak. And with that all done, we're then going to do a second layer of 2 parts Shyish Purple to 1 part Lahmian Medium mix. I'm going to apply this over top of the inside of the cloak. So with that all done, we're then going to take some Briar Queen Chill. And we're going to apply this over top of the tabard. And so whilst we now wait for that to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Skeleton Horde, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the body bones. So this is the bones of him, not his trim. And now whilst we wait for that to dry, we're going to take some Flesh Tearers Red, and we're going to apply this over top of the grip of the spear and over the top of the straps on the shield. And so with that all done, we're now going to take some Nuln Oil, and we're going to apply this over the top of the blue armour, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the trim bones, I should call it. So with that all done, what we're now going to do is take some Wyldwood. And we're going to use this to do two things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this to colour in his hands and the gaps in between his body bones. Just like that sort of thing at the elbow. We're also going to use this to colour in his toes. Just like that. But the other thing that we're going to do here with the Wyldwood is we're going to use this to paint in the wood on the inside of the shield. So with that all done, we're then going to take a little bit of Leviathan Purple and we're going to apply this over the top of the two little gems. So with that all done, we're then going to take some Targor Rageshade. And we're going to use this to add just like a little bit of extra ness to some of that trim. So we're going to be doing a little bit of blending here, but what we're going to do is start with the Targor Rageshade, for example up here on the headdress, by applying this towards the top, like that. I'm going to wash the brush, touch off the water, and just give it a really shallow little blend at the bottom, there and there, like so. Flip it over. We'll do the same thing on the back. Like so. Then we can do the same thing over the top of the shield. So we'll apply this like so. Wash the brush. Touch off the water. Give it a little teeny blend. Like so. Similarly on the other side. And there's not really much to blend here. There we go. Might as well just put that bit in if we're going to do that. There we go. Thinking out loud. Oh, we've got another little gem here, actually, to do with Leviathan Purple as well. And then we've got the kind of the tops of the knees as well. Just going to apply some over there. And this kind of section around his bottom. And so with that all done, we then take a little bit of black Templar and we apply this over top of any of these kind of teeth looking things on the armour. Some of the alternate helmets have got a little bit more of this going on. And so with that now done, we're going to take some thinned down Iron Warriors. I'm going to apply this over top of the blade. And so with that all done, our final base coat is going to be some thinned down Retributor Armour. And we're going to apply this over top of all the remaining details. And I think I'm going to change my mind about these bones here. I think they're also going to be gold. I think it looks cool. So with that all done, we now are going to add some shades. And the first of these is going to be some Biel-Tan Green. And we're going to apply this over the top of the tabard. So with that all done, it's back to Nuln Oil for all the silver details. And with that now done, we're going to take some Reikland Fleshshade. And we're going to apply this over top of all of the gold. So with our Liege-Mortek now at what I would call a Warhipster battle ready, it's time to take him to the next level. I'm going to do this by adding some highlights. So the first of these is going to be some thinned down Hoeth Blue. I'm going to use this to highlight all of his armour. So with that Hoeth Blue all applied, we then take some thinned down Fenrisian Grey, and at the very sharpest corners of all of that armour and the rivets, we're going to apply a little dot. So with that all done, the next thing we're going to do is, rather than highlight up, we're going to recess shade down our cloak. And it's going to be the outside of the cloak. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some black Templar. And just inside the recesses, we're going to apply this like this sort of thing. So with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Slaanesh Grey, and we're going to use this to add some little spot highlights to the sharpest little corners and tears in the cloak. But what we're also going to do is going to use this to highlight our Leviathan Purple gems. So with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Corax White. We're going to use this to highlight the tabard and the white trim. And with that Corax White all applied, we're then going to take some striking Scorpion Green, and we're going to apply this over top of his eyes. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Screaming Skull. I'm going to use this to highlight the bones. And with those bones all highlighted, it means it's now time to take some thinned down Ironbreaker. We're going to use this to highlight all the silver. And so to finish him all off, we're going to take some thinned down Liberator Gold. I'm going to use this to highlight, well, all the gold. So with that all done, there is actually one last detail left to do, which is the bird just there. Now there's not a whole lot going on here, so we're just going to do it all at once. And we're going to use two colours to do this. Skeleton Horde and Black Legion. And we're going to apply the Skeleton Horde over the top of the head of the bird. Like so. And we're going to apply it over the top of the bird's feet. Like that. And then for the rest of him, we take some Black Legion and apply this over the top. And that's it. As for the rest of the base, we're just going to do our usual thing. Black Templar for the rock, Sterling Mud for the soil, and then dry brush everything, including the bird, with some Tyrant Skull. And there we have it. Our Liege-Mortek is now finished, and I really enjoyed painting this guy. It was really quick, really easy to do. He's just a nice looking character. That's really the best compliment I can give him. The base was done with some Astro Granite, shaded with some Black Templar, and then dry brush with Tyrant Skull, if you're interested in that sort of thing. But otherwise, yeah, pretty quick, pretty simple, pretty effective. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done, scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.